Good evening, dear students. Welcome this class. Um, how are you? Good evening, lady Marinela and Andrea.
Hello, teacher. Nice. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Okay, my name
Hello,
is
teacher.
Hello, Marinela. My name is Francis Gomez Quinayas. I live in Picarito Huila. I am 36 years old. I am from Tina. Okay, I I am going to share my screen. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Okay, dear students. Where will you travel next
Hello.
year? And lady, where will you travel next year? And no, lady, are you here? Okay, Andrea, please.
Yes, teacher.
Uh, where
Where
will where will you
will
travel
next?
next year? In
I don't know, teacher. Any place.
no,
I don't have money to so I'm working.
you didn't plans for this year end.
Other year. This year,
Okay,
no.
okay. Marinela, where will you try next year in?
Teacher, I would can visit to uh, Mexico, maybe.
Oh yes, it's wonderful. It's perfect. These plans because Mexico is a country very nice. Okay,
Yeah.
congratulations. And you uh, will travel with your parents, with who? ¿Con quién piensa viajar, Marinela?
Teacher, estamos hablando de este fin de año o del próximo fin de año.
Es que este es el próximo fin de año.
Ah, no, no, no. Entonces yo me hice la idea fue del año que viene. Este
Ah,
próximo
okay.
año, en la
No.
casa.
Oh, in your house.
Yes.
Okay. But, the trial at Mexico is and dreams very nice. Okay. Um, now we're going to play with this exercise about the will or going to. Okay. Marinela, what a dark cloud is will on is going to.
I think is going to be.
Perfect. No, lady.
Yes, teacher. I am going to.
I am going to. Perfect. Andrea, what do you think is the correct? They buy a new car next month.
Then they will buy a new car next month.
Are going to or will?
No, will.
Will? Oh, I'm going to. Okay. Who is you? Good evening, Geraldine. Welcome this class. Geraldine, what do you think is the correct?
Mm, will?
Perfect. No, Marinela.
Um, what are you going tonight? I don't know. Maybe I will, teacher. I will play video games.
Perfect. Andrea.
Wait. My family Hey.
Oh, ma.
Oh,
Okay, Marinela. In 2050, we have robots in the house.
I think it will, teacher. In 25 years, we will have robots in the house.
Okay. Geraldine, I think tomorrow it be clear and sunny.
Maybe it's going to.
Um, maybe, but I don't know. Is bad. Okay. And Marinela, please, we don't have money. We travel anywhere. Remember, we don't have money. We travel anywhere.
Or one.
One, perfect. Because in this sentence, the okay. Lady, please, I am tired. Good lunch today.
I'm tired. Are you going to cook lunch today?
Oh, but
No.
no. Andrea, please, are you free tomorrow? No, sorry. I for me examine.
I used to know, sorry. Ay, que yo no sé por cuál debes decir. Me voy
Maybe
a casa.
I am going to study or will start.
Sí, I used to know, so
Ok, pues le voy a ayudar. Pues vámonos con
la,
going to. but the tree.
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
Geraldine.
Una, dos.
Gerald, Geraldine, please. Where does that noise come from? I don't know. I.
Mm, I'm looking.
I'm looking over. Who is that? Will look. Okay. The finish. And Marinella is reading too fast. He an accident. Marinela, can you hear?
Teacher is will have
You have. Okay. Okay. You. But no. Ya terminó. Okay. The topic today is future tense. Okay. The future tense is um, with going to or will. We had the different versions in the future. For example, with will, we can use the future tense with in future action happen with all the speaker's intention or prediction, assumption, or spontaneous action. Okay, with going to future, we had, for example, planned action in the future and logical consequence is going to happen. And we had these times, for example, simple present or present
teacher,
progressive.
disculpe, es que voy a desconectarme de este celular y ya me conecto de otro porque me está fallando.
Okay, no problem. We had a future progressive, future perfect, future continuous. Okay? Now, Geraldine, please, can you read for me?
Future tense. In English, there are three verbs tense to talk about actions that happen in the future. Future simple, will, present continuous, and future going to. It happens to be useful to distinguish the correct use among them. English does not have a future tense formed by inflating the verb in this way. Although it does have various ways of expressing the future, particularly the construction with the auxiliary verb will or will be, and grammarians differ on where they describe such construction as representing a future. In English, on and all. The future expressed by the future tense usually means the future related to the moment of speaking, although in the context where relative tense is used, it can mean the future relative to some other point in time considered.
Okay, thank you. Bueno, aquí nos habla de que el tiempo futuro o los tiempos en futuro nos habla de acerca de acciones que pasarán o que pues prácticamente se pronostican. Por ejemplo, Mañana lloverá. Ahí utilizamos el auxiliar will, ¿ok? O si uno va a hacer algo, o sea, hay una acción, entonces ahí utilizamos eh, el going to, ¿ok? We have the explanation about and structures the will. Andrea, please, can you read for me?
Leo, ¿cierto?
Yes, please.
Will is an auxiliary verb that we use to speak in the future tense in English. It is used for all personal pronouns I, you, he, they, etc. It is the, no sé cómo se dirá, etc. Y we must use the verb in its base for without two examples, play, listen, go, etc. This is will structure. Capital.
Okay, thank you. Okay, we have any example about the affirmative, negative, and interrogative. For example, my son will be a great doctor in the future. Mi hijo será un gran doctor en el futuro. Es algo que prácticamente nosotros estamos pronosticando, ¿sí? She will need a bigger house soon. Ella va a necesitar una casa más grande pronto. In negative, we have will not, will not, or won't. They will not come tonight. Tonight. Ellos no vendrán esta noche. You won't have a good job. No tendrás un buen trabajo. In the interrogative, um, for example, Michael is a great chef. Will he cook spaghetti tomorrow? Michael es un gran chef. Él va a cocinar espagueti mañana. Yes. The possibility answer is yes, he will. Or no, he won't. Temporary reference. When we use the future, we can use words and expressions that point to the future. For example, tomorrow, tonight, next week, month, it is in 2 years or more time for different expressions. Okay. Now we have going to the function. Um, Lady, please, can you read?
Yes, teacher. Going to options. The use of going to refer to future event subjects very strongly in the present. The precise moment is not relevant. It is after now. But the attitude implies that this event depends on something we know about the current situation. Going to is mostly used to talk about our plans and intentions, or to make predictions based on current evidence. In everyday speech, going to is often shortened to gonna, especially in American English, though it is never spelled that way.
Okay, thank you. What do you think about this function? Can you understand it?
Teacher, dice que usamos going to, pero no entiendo el gonna. Lo utilizan en el inglés americano. Gonna.
El gonna es, por ejemplo, pues para no decir going to, entonces I am gonna start, I'm gonna start with this class. ¿Sí? Entonces, I am going to
Pero
start.
la
Entonces,
estructura,
I am gonna.
digamos,
O sea, eso
sí,
es
sí.
como el inglés hablado. El inglés hablado, o sea, ya cuando pues uno está,
Como
pues
para
los
hablar,
nativos
sí.
lo manejan
Como
así.
para-
Si los nativos lo manejan así, no,
mm,
no como nosotros que estamos aprendiendo y apenas decimos going to. Entonces ahí entendemos, cuando entendemos gonna o wanna, eso es como una contracción, ¿ya? Ok, thank you.
ok.
Now, Geraldine, please, can you read?
Training. When we use going to in a sentence for referring to the future, the construction is made up of three elements. The verb to be conjugated according to the subject plus going plus the infinite of the main verb. Subject, for example, subject plus to be conjugado plus going plus infinitivo. Subject she. To be is plus going plus to live. She is going to live. I am going to stay.
Okay, thank you. Now, we have affirmative, negative, interrogative, and interrogative negative. For example, in affirmative, he is going to job. And negative, he isn't or is not going to job. Interrogative, is he to job? Going to job? Okay, in this case, we have the verb to be, the first, and the subject is the second in the construction about interrogative. Okay, interrogative, negative, first, verb to be, and negative is not or isn't. Second subject with he, and no, to have going to and the verb. Okay? And finally, interrogative question. Now, Andrea, please, can you read?
Right, teacher. Yeah. Um, use of going to refer to plans and intention. Examples. Is Fred going to buy a new car soon? I'm fine going to visit Milan. Y se está con mucho ruido porque no
Sí, se le escucha bastante.
sí.
Okay, Marinela, are you here? Marinela,
Yes, teacher. Eh, ¿qué puedo leer, profe?
yes, please continue with this explanation or examples.
Okay. The first example or second?
All use of going to refer to plans and
Okay.
intentions.
Okay. Use of going to refer to plans and intentions. Examples. Is Freddy going to buy buy a new car soon. Are John and Pam going to visit Milan when they are in Italy? I think Nigel and Mary are going to have a party next week. We are going to have dinner together tomorrow. Aren't you going to stay at the library until your report is finished? Using going to make predictions. Example: he is going to be a brilliant politician. I am going to have a hard time falling asleep. You are going to be sorry you say that. Is it going to rain this afternoon? Aren't they going to come to the party?
Okay, Marinela. Remember, when you read a question, the intonation is very important. Okay? For example, are John and Pan going to visit Milan when they are in Italy? ¿Ok? Usted tiene la entonación, es muy importante porque usted la lee como una oración normal, pero resulta que tenemos aquí el signo de interrogación y de primero está pues el verbo to be, entonces lo que nos representa que es una pregunta. Entonces debe tener muy en cuenta, is Freddy going to buy a new car soon? Entonces siempre la entonación es lo que nos hace identificar que es una pregunta. ¿Ok? Para que lo practique. Thank you, Marisela. Marinela, pues, disculpe. Okay, the future tense. Take a look at the four future tense in English and how they are used in a sentence. We have future simple. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Future simple, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. I will live in Barcelona. Future continuous. I will be living in Barcelona. Future perfect. I will have lived in Barcelona. Future perfect continuous. I will have been living in Barcelona. Okay, these are different structure and different uses with these chimes. Geraldine, please. Okay, yes.
Profe, ¿me podría por favor recordar el significado de las oraciones anteriores? O sea, para entender la diferencia.
Bueno, un buen momento. Ok, bueno, tenemos en futuro simple, eh, pues aquí está el auxiliar will, que siempre nos va a representar que es algo a futuro. El verbo siempre va en su forma original y pues es una oración simple. I will live in Barcelona. Futuro continuo siempre va a estar el verbo en ing o en este caso sería ando endo, ¿ok? Entonces, I
O sea,
will
la
be,
primera significa yo viviré en Barcelona y la segunda yo estaré
no,
viviendo en Barcelona.
yo viviré en Barcelona, sí señora. El futuro continuo, yo estaré viviendo en Barcelona, perfecto. El futuro perfecto, I will have lived in Barcelona. Yo habré vivido en Barcelona, ¿ok? Yo habré vivido en Barcelona. El futuro perfecto continuo, yo estaré viviendo en Barcelona. Yo estaré viviendo en Barcelona. Ah, no,
Ok.
aquí en futuro perfecto yo estaré viviendo, yo habré vivido en Barcelona. Y aquí en futuro perfecto continuo, yo estaré viviendo en Barcelona. ¿Ok?
Okay.
Next, Geraldine, please. Continue with future simple.
Number one, future simple. Let's start with the basics. The future simple is used to talk about a time later than now and can be used in lots of different ways. 4. It is made of the verb will or want plus base infinitive will to. Because will is a modal verb, it doesn't change depending on the person doing the actions. We can use contractions. For example, I will is similar a, ¿cómo se pronuncia? I will,
I'll,
igual,
I'll.
I will. In the negative, we can also use will not for more emphasis. Want is more common in speech. In short answer, we say yes, yes, will or no won't.
Okay, thank you. Now, we have the structure about in the positive, negative, and question. Andrea, ¿ya le sirve el audio? Or lady, please. Andrea no está.
Yes.
Lady, please.
Me, teacher. Uh-huh. Here's a look at the future simple is positive and negative statements and questions. Positive statements. I will travel, you will travel, he will travel, she will travel, it will travel, they will travel. You plural will travel. You will travel. A negative statement. I won't travel, you won't travel, he won't travel, she won't travel, it won't travel, they won't travel, you won't travel. In question, will you travel? Will you travel? Will he travel? Will she travel? Will it travel? Will they travel? Will you travel?
Okay, thank you. Now, we have uses and examples. Instant or spontaneous decision. I'm hungry. I think we'll make a sandwich. Estoy hambriento y creo que me comeré un sándwich. Future prediction based on a belief. I am sure you'll pass the test. Estoy seguro que tú pasarás el examen. Promises. I won't tell anyone your secret. The
Teacher,
offers. Yes.
por
Hello.
ejemplo, el will lo vamos a usar es para... espérame, voy al baño. No, espérate que hay mucho... Espérate. Profe,
Okay.
por ejemplo, el will es para tiempo, o sea, como para un futuro corto.
No. El will es, pues sí, son para decisiones que estaremos haciendo, que en un futuro estaremos haciendo. Son como predicciones. Aquí lo dice que lo usaremos, por ejemplo, en promesas, ofertas, requerimientos y factores a futuro.
Listo.
¿Ok? Pero bueno, luego vemos el going to. Ok, future continuous. Geraldine, please. Can you read?
Future continuous. Now let's move on the future continuous. Generally, we use this tense to talk about things in process and a particular time in the future. Take a look at the form. Four. The structure of the future continuous is as follows. Will or want plus be plus ing form. Positive statements, negative statements, and questions. Positive statements. I will be working, you will be working, he will be working, she will be working, it will be working, they will be working, you will be working. Negative statements. I won't be working. You won't be working. He won't be working. She won't be working. It won't be working. They won't be working. You won't be working. Questions. Will I be working? Will you be working? Will he be working? Will she be working? Will it be working? Will they be working? Will you be working?
Okay, thank you. Now we have uses an example. Marinela, please, can you read?
Yes, teacher. Use an example. An action is in progress at a specific time in the future. At 5 p.m. this time tomorrow, in 2 weeks, in 5 years' time, etc. This time tomorrow, you'll be flying to Barbados. An action we see as new or temporary. I'll be working for my dad until find a new job. Prediction or God or guesses about future events. You'll be coming to the party, I guess. Prediction about the present. She'll be getting married right now. I am imagining. Solid inquiries. Will you be joining us for dinner?
Okay, thank you. Andrea, please, can you read?
Yes, executive verb. It is important to remember that some verbs cannot be used in the continuous tense. These are called expected verbs. Expected verbs describe states, feelings, doubts, and opinions. Instead of the future continuous, we use the future simple tense for these verbs. Here are, here are examples. Here are some examples. Mm, I, I will be being a doctor in 5 years. It's wrong. The correct part is I will be a doctor in 5 years. Okay. The wrong is I will be knowing my results tomorrow. The correct part is I will know my results tomorrow. The wrong part is this will be seen like it is all the time memory this time period. The correct part is this will seem like a distant memory this time next year. Next year. That is it.
Okay, thank you. We had, for example, three exceptions or three rules about the verbs or, o static verbs. Bueno, estos verbos no en el presente, en el futuro continuo no, no se usan de tal manera conjugarlos de la manera ing. ing será I will be, entonces ahí pues sabremos que es algo que estará pasando porque se está preparando, entonces ahí vamos a entender como el sentido de la oración y el sentido del mensaje que nos quieren dar, ¿ok? Entonces es algo que se está haciendo, pero no es necesario utilizar el ing, ¿ok? 3. Future perfect. Lady, please, can you read? Okay, Geraldine, do you want to read this? Um,
Future perfect. Once you've been mastered the future continuous, it's time to learn the future perfect. The future perfect is used to talk about a complement actions in the future. Here is a look at for. For. The form of the future perfect is will or want plus have plus past participle. Regular past participles and in el. Irregular past participles don't follow the common conjugation pattern. Say
okay, thank you. Now we have the structure and the sentence positive, negative, and question. We have I will have finished in the positive sentence. With you will have finished, he will have finished, she will have finished, it will have finished, they will have finished. You will have finished. Negative statements. I won't have finished. You won't have finished. He won't have finished. She won't have finished. It won't have finished. They won't have finished. You won't have finished. And question. Will I have finished? Will you have finished? Will he have finished? Will she have finished? Will it have finished? Will they have finished? Will you have finished? Okay. Use and examples. An action that will be completed before a specific time in the future. For example, next September will have been married for 20 years, the 50 years. Other use is, for example, use be or by, you write or by the time to mean something before. I will I will have finished this report by the time you are home. Order is used in a dice time, in 2 weeks time, in the 3 month time, etc. To mean at the end of this period. In 3 years time, I will have completed my degree. Okay. The four time is the future perfect continuous. Okay. Marinela, please, can you read?
Yes, teacher. Future perfect continuous. We use the future perfect continuous to show that something will continue up until a particular event in the future. We normally use it to indicate how long something will have been happening for.
Okay. We have future perfect continuous. This is a little example. For example, by the end of the November, Jal will have been studying at the university for, for 4 years. Okay, we have the structure. Lady, please, can you read all page?
Yes, teacher. Okay, one moment. One moment. Positive statements. I will have been driving. You will have been driving. He will have been driving. She will have been driving. Driving. Es como es driving o driving, teacher.
Driving. Algo así
Driving, driving.
entre A y entre driving.
Driving. Okay. She will have been driving. It will have been driving. They will have been driving. You will have been driving. ¿Qué tanta cosa? Negative statements. I won't have been driving. You won't have been driving. He won't have been driving. She won't have been driving. It won't have been driving. They won't have been driving. You won't have been driving. And question. Will I have been driving? Will you have been driving? Will he have been driving? Will she have been driving? Will it have been driving? Will they have been driving? Will you have been driving? Use as an example. To show that something will continue up until a particular event in the future. In October, you have been working here for 10 years. 10 years. To know how something finished just before another time action. Cause and effect. Effect. When I when I arrive, you'll have been working all day, so you'll be tired. With time expressions, be plus then, el slash, ¿cómo se lee, teacher?
Slash.
Slash tomorrow slash next year, etc. Be time when. By the time we arrive, we'll have been traveling for 15 hours.
Okay, thank you. We have this expression is important. We had in mind, for example, by, then, tomorrow, next year, um, when. eh, bueno, eso marcan la diferencia, ¿no? O eso sin necesidad pues, de decir otra palabra pues tan corta, este conector o estas expresiones nos darán a entender el sentido de la oración. Okay. Let's practice. One moment, please. Okay, we have this exercise. Uh, 10, only 10, 10 exercise. Geraldine, please, what do you think is the correct?
One moment, please. Tomorrow. Um, maybe it is be the first. Will Susan and Mary be going?
Okay, maybe. Thank you. Now, Marinela. Okay, so answer, Andrea, please. No. Lady.
Yes, teacher. I'm sure that they be won't be happy.
Okay, I think is this. Okay, maybe. Andrea, please. Are you here, Andrea?
Yes, teacher, it's
Mm,
here.
yes. What do you think is the correct? Letter B, letter A, letter C. What? What is the correct? The first?
La primera, yes,
Okay,
teacher.
okay. Thank you. Geraldine, please.
Con esa.
Mm, the fifth.
Okay. Now, lady, Marinela, please.
What size teacher I think is will you be?
Will you win? Will you win? Maybe. But I think it's the three. Okay, but maybe it's the second. Okay. Geraldine, please.
Mm, um, the first.
Okay. No, lady.
Teacher, I think she. Mm. Ay, Dios mío.
I think she mm,
Will be.
will
Will be.
be. Okay. Um, Andrea, what do you think is the correct? No. What?
Sí, sí,
Fierce? Okay.
sí, teacher.
Geraldine?
Sí,
See? See? Okay.
sí.
Geraldine, what do you think is the correct in the sentence nine? Ninth sentence.
Mm, Mm, the second, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. Marinela, please.
My boyfriend is, I think, it will be taking teacher.
Will be taking. Okay. No. Vamos a ver. Mm, okay. Perfect. Oh, congratulations. Is perfect this qualification. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Oh no? No? No, it's bad. It's bad.
No,
It's bad because
Which is bad,
because
which
solo
is bad.
respondimos bien la
sí,
mitad.
la calificación está, bueno, esta está bien. La segunda también. La tercera no, era will have played. La cuarta, hoy tenemos varios errores, qué pena. La cuarta era will cook, will I read. Ok. La quinta era what time are you going to be here? ¿Qué tiempo, cuánto tiempo vas a estar aquí? Estarías, vas a estar aquí. La sexta está bien, séptima bien. La octava era Will have Lucy done. Ok. La nueve, en un día o dos, ese terrible incidente.
Profe, que
eh,
la otra había dicho que la C.
sí, usted dijo que la C y la marcamos, vea. Pero era esta, vea. Ok. En este caso también, porque marcamos is going to live, will have lived. Ok, bueno. No, vamos a jugar un rato con otro juego de quizzes para repasar estos tiempos. Future tense. Okay, I hope you in this place. Ok, ¿no pudieron entrar? ¿O lo jugamos nomás aquí y ustedes me van respondiendo?
One moment, please. Estoy entrando.
Ok,
Ya ingresamos dos. Ah, no, una, solo yo. Francia es la profe.
Profe, yo sí ahorita voy a mirar si pueden agregar desde acá.
Ya me veo yo por
Ok,
ahí.
entonces vamos a empezar
Okay.
y usted me responde. Señora, ok, Jasmine, Geraldine and me. Entonces voy a empezar y la que no puede ingresar me va respondiendo, ¿ok? Yo no voy a responder nada. 4, 3, 2, 1, start. ¿Ok? Who? Your new boss? Where is Marinela? No? No, no, no. Ok. ¿Quién está conmigo? Lady.
Ya me tocó, sí, teacher, porque ese mío no me funcionó. Me quedó
Ok,
colgando.
Lady, esto. Quick,
We,
quickly, quickly.
we post differences
We,
you.
quickly, quickly.
Ay, Dios mío, todo eso está igual. La A.
Maybe, ok. Ok, ok. Vamos de últimas. My mother in the news when she in tornado. Child will meet, will tell me it. Maybe it's the second.
We, second, with A.
Maybe. Oh, okay. The next. It's raining. Are we going?
Sí, shall we have fun? Are we going to the cinema? Ah, es la B. Teacher, ¿la B?
Oh, it's all. Okay,
¿No la B?
Esteban, learn.
Shall we go?
No, other. I don't have enough money. Don't worry. I use ticket.
It failed.
Maybe it's
Ah,
the
compraré
first.
tu tiquete. Compraré tu tiquete como como la A, ¿o
Okay,
no?
is correct. Okay, the next number 6. Number 6 is my
My
family. Mhm. Then series by my time. By the time they arrive to Barcelona at the end of the week.
a Barcelona de semana, el fin de semana, mi familia. Ay, Dios mío. Will
Will
have busy day. Will have busy, will have, ay Dios.
maybe it's the fear.
Will
Will
have
have
visited,
visitor.
visited. Sí.
Number 7. I for 10 years by the end of this week.
Fin de semana. 15 years shall be working.
Maybe the second.
The second,
The first.
Sí,
Oh, the
the
second.
second.
Okay, okay. Okay, number 8. We on holiday next.
We will going. We will go. Go. Go.
Maybe is the second because
Yes.
will
Second. Second. We'll go. No.
going
Ay, ¿por qué?
okay, no tenemos.
No aprendí ya.
Okay, okay, no problem.
Ok. Nues-
This is practice.
Nuestro tren. Lips. Lips.
Circle.
Ay, sí. La última.
Oh, the finish. That
Em,
book by the time is
este
to back to the
libro.
library.
Este libro.
We had you read it, maybe?
Will you read? Will you read or will have you read? Will have.
Okay,
No, have. No, have no.
perfect.
¿Así? Ay, sí.
Sí. Okay, okay. Oh, no, una más. Shall be working, shall having working, shall having working.
Ah,
Yes?
¿cuál fue que la colocamos? Ni me acuerdo. Shall be
Segunda, la
working,
segunda.
sí. Shall be working. He.
Okay. Uy! The first me and lady, second Geraldine, third Marinela, and Andrea, the Andrea no estuvo. Andrea no es de ninguna. What happened, Andrea?
Well, I'm going to my home.
Okay, no problem. No, we're going to see a little video about this topic for the for it, because we um, need to have a more clear this topic. Okay,
Want to speak real English from your first lesson?
can you hear the video? ¿Pueden escuchar?
Yes, teacher.
Sign up for your free
Okay.
lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com.
Hi everybody, my name is Alicia. Today I'm going to be talking about the simple future tense. Today I'm going to talk about will and won't and going to and not going to. So these are a few grammar points that learners make mistakes with. When should you use will or won't? When should you use going to or not going to? So I'm going to talk about a few of these points, a few basic points that I hope can help you decide when to use will and when to use going to. So let's begin. Okay. The first point I want to talk about is going to or not going to. The positive form and the negative form. Going to, not going to. For today, I want to talk about 2 times when we'll use these grammar points. So the first situation where you use going to or not going to is for plans decided before the conversation. So if you make a decision about your future plans or someone else makes the decision before the conversation about their plans for the future, you should use going to or not going to. It's something that is probably going to happen, a high certainty. So this is a plan that has a high level of certainty, meaning there's a good chance this plan is going to happen. You decided it before the conversation, meaning you've probably had some time to plan your future, to plan your schedule a little bit. So please use going to for something you decide before the conversation. So on a timeline, it might look like this. We have past, now, and future here. So your plan is for the future, yes. But you decided on the plan sometime before the conversation. So if this point, this is now, this is your conversation, you made the plan, you made the decision before the conversation. In this case, use going to. I'm going to. At the beginning of this video, I said I'm going to talk about simple future tense, will and going to. I decided before this video started about my plans. I decided what I was going to talk to you about before the video started. So I used going to introduce that plan. So please keep this in mind. Okay, but let's talk about will now. So we use will and won't for decisions that are made at the moment of speaking. So keep in mind, will is the positive form, won't is the negative form here. So a decision made at the moment of speaking. This is one way to use will or won't. You can use this, for example, at restaurants. You can use this to talk about plans you make quickly after learning information from a friend. Keep in mind, will and won't tends to have a lower certainty. There's a lower chance the plan is going to happen because you may.
Oh, Dios mío. Okay, continue.
You made the plan at the moment of speaking. Going to is used for plans made before the conversation, but will is used for a plan made spur of the moment or a very quick plan you've just made. So that's kind of the image. Is the decision you just made? Use will or use won't in those cases. If you made the decision before the conversation, there's a good chance you should use going to. So to go back to our timeline here, if going to is used for a decision you made in the past about your future plans, will is used for a decision you make in the conversation, during the conversation. The plan can be any time in the future, but the decision, the point at which you make the decision, is the difference here. One point about this, 2 points about this actually. First, will. If you've made a decision at the moment of speaking and you therefore should use will to communicate that decision, you can improve or you can communicate that there's a high chance it's going to happen with the word probably. So here, I'll show you this in an example sentence in a moment, but you can use probably with will and won't. I'll probably, I probably won't. Remember that order though. I'll probably, or I probably will, or probably won't. Point number 2 I want to mention about both of these grammar points is to make your pronunciation a little more natural. Try shortening both of these expressions. Going to shortens to gonna, G-O-N-N-A, gonna. I'm gonna, I'm not gonna. This sounds much more natural, at least in American English. For will and for won't, when you use will, use the contracted form with your subject. For example, I will becomes I'll. You will becomes you'll. They will becomes they'll. Using the contracted form sounds a lot more natural in everyday conversation. It's correct to say you will, they will, but it sounds really stiff and unnatural. So please use the contracted form to sound a bit more natural. You can use the contracted form with probably for will. I'll probably, they'll probably, we'll probably. These are all pretty good. Okay, so let's practice using them. All right. First example sentence, maybe something something, go hiking tomorrow. So how do we know? Is this a will sentence or a going to sentence? We have a hint here, maybe, maybe. So meaning there's a low level of certainty, perhaps, a low chance that this is going to happen. So let's say maybe I'll go hiking tomorrow. This is probably the best answer. Maybe I'm going to. While you can communicate the idea, yes, it sounds like you decided your plan before the conversation, but you're using maybe, so it doesn't quite match. Instead, use I'll. Maybe I'll go hiking tomorrow. Okay, let's look at the next sentence. There's a big hint here, a grammar hint. I'm something something, go to France next year. So next year, go to France next year, this is a pretty big decision. Most people probably would not make this decision at the moment of speaking. So we should use going to. I'm going to go to France next year. This is the correct use of going to in this case. A decision made before the moment of speaking, and there's a high level of certainty here. Okay, let's look at the next one. I decided, here's a hint, past tense decided, if you watched a different video. I decided that I'm something something, go out for dinner. I'm too tired. Okay, so past tense, this shows us a big hint. Past tense, decided. This implies the decision was made before the conversation. So I'm something something, go out for dinner. I'm too tired. Here's another hint. So go out for dinner and too tired. This should probably be I'm not going to go out for dinner. I'm too tired. So this person has decided, I'm not going to go out for dinner. We should use going to, the negative not going to, because the speaker made the decision before the conversation happened, and there's a high level of certainty. There's a high chance that this is going to happen. So we should use going to in this sentence. Okay. Okay, so the next sentence I included because I think it's a really good one to remember. Anytime you visit a bar, a restaurant, some kind of service situation, you can use this pattern specifically to make a request for something. So let's take a look. Here, my example sentence is, I something something have a glass of wine, please. In this case, maybe it's at a restaurant or at a bar. But in this case, you've just made the decision, looking at the menu, looking at a catalog, looking at something. You made a decision just then, at that moment, and you're asking for that item, you're asking for that service. So we'll use will. I'll have a glass of wine, please. So in this example sentence, I used glass of wine to show my request, to ask for a glass of wine. But if you want to use this pattern to make a request in a service situation, just replace glass of wine with the item or service that you would like. So for example, I'll have a beer, I'll have a steak, I'll have a hamburger. These are all things you can order at a restaurant or at a bar. If you're shopping, you can say, I'll have the blue one, please, for example. So just make your request using the same pattern, but replacing that glass of wine section that I used in my example sentence. Okay, next one. This one is maybe a little bit challenging. It's you're running late, so you something something have to take a taxi to your next meeting. So maybe this is an assistant or someone supporting another person with their schedule. Okay, so in the next sentence, we're looking at a situation where there's been a sudden or quick change to a schedule. Someone is running late and there's a new decision that's made at the moment of speaking, or a new decision is made to reflect the new situation. So let's take a look. You're running late, so you'll or you will have to take a taxi. You could say you're running late, so you have to take a taxi, but maybe this is a future plan, something that's going to happen in an hour from now. Maybe this is something the speaker is planning for later in the day. So you will is a nice way to use that. You're running late, so you'll have to take a taxi to the next meeting. Okay, the last one I want to talk about, this uses probably, which I mentioned over here. So probably, remember, we can use probably to sort of improve, or we can use probably to communicate a higher level of certainty with the decision we made at the moment of speaking. So here, you're not going to the party, then I probably something something go either. Okay, so either is a big hint here. Remember, we use either to show agreement, but negative. Okay, so in the last example sentence for today, we're going to look at a situation where the listener has heard some new information. They use the expression, you're not going to go to the party. So they're confirming new information they have just heard. After that, they're going to make a decision about what their plans are for the party. So let's take a look. We know
Fortalece tu pecho.
One moment, please.
that probably can be used with will and won't. And we know from then the speaker just made this decision, and we know it's a negative with either. So we should use won't. You're not going to go to the party? Then I probably won't go either. So the speaker uses won't here to show a decision made at the moment of speaking, but the speaker also uses probably won't to show there's a high chance that this is going to happen. There's a high chance that this is the future plan. Probably won't. Okay, so there's a lot of information communicated there with small words like then and either and probably as well. So please keep this in mind when you're trying to decide when to use will, won't, going to, and not going to. Okay. So that's my recap of a few useful grammar points, how to talk about your future tense plans. So I'm going to finish the lesson now. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in a comment, or if you want to try out a
Okay. Do you have any question for me? No. Geraldine,
No,
Andrea, no.
no, teacher.
No.
This topic is clear for you?
Yes.
For me, ¿cómo le digo?
Kind,
Un poco.
kind of,
Maybe
kind of.
it's necessary to practice in my house, in your house,
Yes.
in her house.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Remember practice with audio. It's important. Write in your book, in your an agenda, in your agenda, because when we write is more, o sea, cuando nosotros escribimos creo que aprendemos más vocabulario, estructura, todo. Pues yo les recomiendo eso porque pues es una de las maneras en que yo practico bastante, me encanta escribir porque pues no sé, creo que eso es un método en el que más se me queda a mí. Entonces, ok. Thank you for your attention in this class.
Okay, teacher.
I hope the next day at 6 p.m. Okay. Have a good night.
Okay,
Okay,
teacher.
teacher.
Thank you so much. Goodbye,
Thank
everybody.
Bye bye, girls. Bye bye, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, bye bye.